Convo by Design with Saul Gonzalez, and I was just saying I wish we would have hit record 5 minutes ago because we started talking about the... I actually want to start with this. You're working on a series about housing and urban development in Los Angeles.
Yes.
What's the angle?
Well, the angle is, well, first off, it's for KCRW Radio in partnership with WNYC New York, and the angle is, how is Los Angeles going to become a place where all people can comfortably live in the 21st century, no matter what your income level, right? I mean, this is a city that just hit 4 million people. So how do these 4 million people and more, because of population growth, how are they going to find good, healthy, sustainable places to live at a cost they can afford? And that is like, you know, the big existential challenge facing Los Angeles right now, along with transportation.
Yeah, and it's interesting too because we're here today at the LA Design Festival where in a few minutes you're going to be moderating the panel, LA, Detroit, comparing, contrasting these two cities. Really interesting. So, you know, the same thing that's happening here is beginning to happen to some degree in Detroit. Who would have thought, you know, 10 years ago that Detroit was going to be a destination where people would be living, leaving other cities to go live in Detroit. LA's always been.
Really, I mean, Los Angeles has been a giant magnet for the rest of the country and the rest of the world, whether it's been just for the land and weather, whether it's been for aerospace and the movie industry and now the tech industry. And that's really the big challenge that we face going forward is, you know, how do we create decent lives for all the people who want to live in this great city? In Detroit now, I guess that's the issue facing them, right? I mean, as people start to repopulate this city that so many people left in the late 20th century, how do they do that in a way that's good for the people who are arriving and respectful to the community that never left the city?
Well, and it's interesting too because a city like Detroit can very easily, to your point, look at LA and see what's happened over time. This concept of healthy cities and good places to live, this is not a new concept for us. You know, I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, and as I was growing up, it was old bungalows built by the studios for their talent, and orange groves. You can't find an orange grove in the San Fernando Valley today.
No.
They don't exist.
All the places that have been named after the things that were already there, those things aren't there, right? The orange groves and the lemon groves or what have you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly right. And, you know, as a city that's grown from the desert to the sea, quite literally, I mean, we can't grow anymore. Mm-hmm. So how do we make smart use of the land that's available to us? How do we use it in a way that's the smartest way possible to fit the greatest number of people in this city who want to live here, and again, make sure that they have good and decent lives that are affordable.
Well, and